At this point, it's no surprise anymore to hear that the wealthiest people in the world manage their time so well. But what might surprise you is how they do it. These guys' techniques vary from one another. What Elon Musk does may be different from what Jeff Bezos does. Spoiler alert, it is different, and so on and so forth. This is precisely why you wouldn't want to miss this. This is how Warren Buffett manages his time. Let's roll the intro. As you would expect from any high-level, money-making expert, Warren would have strategies and techniques for time management. This is precisely why in this video, I'll be sharing with you some of his very own strategies and his routines as well. But for now, let's start with the latter. We analyze his routines to see how he structures his day and his productivity philosophy. In the mornings, Warren is somewhat of an early riser. His day starts at 6:45 a.m. after getting at least 8 hours of sleep each night. When he gets up in the morning, he doesn't reach for the coffee pot. Instead, he opens the fridge to get an ice-cold can of Coca-Cola. He claims that around a quarter of his total daily calories come from sweet soda. He drinks around 5 12-ounce cans per day, every day. For breakfast, he enjoys dropping into the local McDonald's. Unfortunately, he's so frugal that he lets the market dictate his appetite, despite being able to buy every McDonald's location in the state. In an interview, Warren jokingly said that when the market is down, he'll opt for the $2.61 breakfast, consisting of 2 sausage patties. However, he'll put them together in one sandwich, along with a Coke. He also mentioned that he'd go with the $3.17 bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit when the market is up. Now, you're probably asking yourself, how the heck can this guy sustain such an unhealthy diet? Well, you're not alone. I'm asking myself as well. Warren says that he looked at actual studies and discovered that the lowest death rate was in 6-year-olds, so he decided to eat like a 6-year-old. In the event that he has time, he likes to get some exercise in the morning. Although, there isn't any particular information that states what type of training Warren does in order to counteract the effects of McDonald's and Coke to his body. In the afternoon, he gets down to business. He explains that, in most days, he just sits in his office and reads all day. The Oracle states that most of his materials he reads relate to company financials, market materials, financial journals, and investor reports. However, he also spends a decent amount of time reading newspapers and books. He prefers newspapers over watching the news on the television, and his favorite publications include NYT, WSJ, Washington Post, Financial Times, and the Omaha World Herald. You know, Warren once gave a speech to a class of graduates, and when asked about his secret to success, he picked up a book and said, "Read 500 pages a day." When it comes to his investing strategy, the Oracle of Omaha lives up to his reputation as the value master. Now, let's get on to the evenings. Warren is famous for maintaining his schedule, and he gets irritated when people don't respect his time. He returns home from work from the office between 5 and 6 p.m. each day. However, he might pass by the drive-thru on the way home for a meal. Warren says that he values his sleep. So, he gets to bed at around 10 p.m., reading for about half an hour or so, then going to sleep around 10:45 p.m. each night. Warren Buffett lives an interesting life, which is somewhat simple and like that of a 6-year-old, but with the responsibilities of one of the planet's most successful entrepreneurs. Now, how does Warren Buffett actually manage his time? You know, Warren and Bill Gates sat down together with TV host Charlie Rose. During the segment, Bill revealed that one of the biggest lessons he's learned from Warren revolves around time management, and that is to keep your calendar light. Warren keeps a very light calendar, often having days where he has nothing scheduled, while Bill, on the other hand, has scheduled packed to the minute. Bill stated, "You control your time. Sitting and thinking may be a much higher priority. It's not a proxy of your seriousness that you've filled every minute in your schedule." From there on, Warren went on to say that he could buy anything he wanted, but one thing he couldn't was time, which makes it one of the most precious resources we have. And that concludes the video. If you have any comments you'd like to share, feel free to comment them down below. Hit like if you liked the video, don't if you didn't, and see you in the next one. As always, keep grinding.